the dusty hills of ancient Israel, there lived a widow whose heart was heavy and whose home felt painfully empty. Her husband, once a devoted servant of the prophet Elisha, had died, leaving behind nothing but debts she could not pay. And now, the creditors were coming. Not for money, but for her 2 sons. They wanted to take them as slaves. Desperate, trembling, and refusing to surrender her children, she ran to the one man she believed could help, the prophet Elisha. She cried out, "My husband served the Lord, and now the creditors are coming." "I have nothing left." Elisha looked at her gently and asked, "Tell me, what do you have in your house?" She lowered her head. "I have nothing. Nothing except a small jar of oil." Elisha nodded, as if that tiny detail was all he needed. "Go," he said. "Borrow empty vessels from all your neighbors, not just a few. Then go inside your home with your sons, close the door, and pour oil into every vessel you have." The widow was confused. How could one little jar fill many? But she obeyed. She and her sons rushed door to door, gathering every pot, jar, and container they could find. Neighbors looked puzzled, but they gave them anyway. Soon the floor of her home was covered in empty vessels. She shut the door. Her hand shook as she lifted her small jar. Only a thin layer of oil swirled inside, barely enough for a final meal. But she tilted it. A single drop slid out, then another, and suddenly the oil kept flowing. Her sons shouted with amazement as jar after jar filled to the top. Whenever she finished one, they rushed another to her hands. The oil never slowed. It never weakened. It never ran out until the very last vessel was full. Then the flow stopped. Breathless, covered in the warm scent of fresh oil, she ran back to Elisha, and he told her, "Go, sell the oil, pay your debts, and with what remains, you and your sons can live." From one tiny jar, God provided enough to save her family and secure their future, a miracle born from obedience and faith. If you enjoyed this powerful story of faith and miracles, please support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Your support helps us bring more biblical stories to life. God bless you.